Hey guys, it's Gregor. Thanks for tuning in again. I wanted to give you a quick update on my etrade managed portfolio versus my Vanguard S&P 500 index fund. Basically, it's a mutual fund that I'm experimenting to see whether the mutual fund that's tracking the S&P 500 will actually do better or worse than my etrade portfolio that is basically managed by etrade. So they buy and sell a couple of things on a regular basis. It's getting dividends, blah blah blah, and so I'm kind of seeing, does it make sense to just ultimately put your money in the mutual fund and leave that thing alone versus having etrade manage some of these things for me. I don't know, it's a sum of money I'm just kind of playing with, doing an experiment. So let's jump right in. So last month the Vanguard mutual fund actually did better, and this month it's a little bit different. So overall actually it was just a very small increase, 0.61% for the Vanguard mutual fund and 0.76% for the etrade managed portfolio. So it's a small difference, about 0.15%, and that's on a monthly basis. On a second note, cryptocurrencies, or actually maybe what's a better name, crypto assets, just because not all of them are actually currencies. Some of them actually have a much broader scope than just simply acting as a currency, replacing fiat money such as US dollars, euros, etc. But a quick update on those. So we have been seeing some really great increases in them, and now things have been tapered off a little bit. I think actually in a way it mirrors a little bit what's been happening in the stock market, ironically. Things have been very stagnant for the last month, and if you look at the market cap for our crypto assets or cryptocurrencies, the market cap has been around 100 billion, and that's been the case for pretty much the last 30 days. So there's been a lot of ups and downs, but overall the position actually hasn't changed. So that's a good thing. I think there's a lot of upside potential. You could also lose all your money, but I think the odds are more in the favor that things are increasing, and then the value of these crypto assets are actually that is going up. So be careful though, don't put all your eggs in one basket, diversify. I hold probably like 7 different crypto assets. Some of them just to kind of play around with, others to be a little bit more serious with. But at any time, those things can also kind of just totally crash. So you want to kind of diversify in the sense that you have a couple of really strong assets, some that are rather volatile and risky, but don't put too much money in it. And the point being that ultimately you can really have an advantage when it's upswings, but you don't lose too much money in case actually there's not much happening, or if it actually goes down. And yeah, so you want to balance that. Have a couple of really stable ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think those are actually pretty stable, well established, have been around long. Then you've got a couple that are more volatile, a little bit more risky perhaps, and they're just kind of in the middle there. And then some really crazy ones at the bottom that the value is not high right now, and maybe there won't be much happening, but maybe they will also be explosive and grow by 400%. Who knows? So with that said, yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. I've got money in the stock market. I've got money in the cryptocurrencies. I've got money in some other hard assets. Just play around with your money a little bit. Don't just let it sit there, but be careful what you do, okay? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that update on etrade versus Vanguard. They're pretty much neck and neck, and I think that's pretty interesting. Come back and check on what is happening with that, okay? Thanks, and take care.